Hey everybody, Conroger here. Welcome back to Formula 1 2017. It is week 13 of the season at Monza. After our very interesting sprint race at Spa, we are ready for our endurance race of the week. Pretty good place for an endurance race. It's real short. I'm going to talk right over top of you. I don't even care what you have to say about what position I'm going to qualify. Hey, it's still 8th. I guess we've moved up in the world, haven't we? Alright, I don't know why I even still listen to those as they become so irrelevant, but it just seems like tradition. Doesn't it? Doesn't it? So, the good news is, we got upgrades on the car, we got a sponsorship bonus, so we can put even more upgrades on the car. I actually went ahead and purchased... I never remember where to find these. I purchased the tire blanket upgrade for the car, which will help us reduce tire wear, which is good because that seems to be something I'm kind of fighting over the course of the season here. I think the car has proven it has pace now. It's getting real close to the front runners, close enough that when it's a track that suits me well, I feel like the car has the ability to win. So that's why I've chosen to help the tire wear and hope that that will help us place some different strategy calls to win races. And we had the minor upgrade this week of drag reduction for Monza. Couldn't be a better place for that. The bad news. The bad news is this tab is that despite the fact that I took a penalty for taking a new ICE, this week I think I'm gonna have to take penalties for the rest of the systems. 63% on all of those. I have never personally had any of these items fail, and I don't know what happens when they fail. But I presume any one of these being down in the race is going to cost us power. This place, more than any other, we don't want that to happen. So the question is, do we want to try to attack this race with less power, or do we want to try and attack this race from the back of the field? I feel like since it's a 50% race, and it is Monza, we could start from the back of the field. The other side of the coin is, next week is Singapore. Should we just wait till there to take our penalties? And these are legitimate Formula 1 things, like Ricardo's under, or Renault is under heat right now for not doing this on Ricardo's car, for not taking all of the parts at once. I should have done the same. I should have taken all of the parts when I took this 5th ICE. I misunderstood how many positions I was going to lose with that, though. I should have just gone right to the back of the field. Because it's Monza, and I'm worried about having a failure with any of these systems, I guess we're going to go ahead and start tail end of the field here for this race and have the parts for Singapore. So maybe we can turn things around at Singapore. We've never started up the field, so we'll have to see how that goes. Alright, that's a busy work done. Let's go to Q1. Alright, after Q1, this is my first time on track with full power. I was using a heavily damaged ICE, or worn ICE, in practice, so I gotta readjust a little bit here. I have to move my braking points a touch. But this car is an absolute rocket around this place with the upgrades. And it shows because even Massa has been top 5 in every single practice session so far. And that's unusual. So I'm really looking for him to have a very good qualifying performance, probably starting, well, obviously starting well at the grid from us, unless he's taking penalties as well. It is interesting. Oh my, that was a huge hang up. It is interesting how much more we take penalties versus our own teammate. That has been the case pretty much over the whole career. So obviously it's an issue of player not playing game correctly, causing undue wear to parts. been a pretty messy lap. I figured it would take me Q1 to really get a good grip on the car with the additional power. Definitely charges into the turns a lot faster. But even with the messy lap,
you've just put in the fastest
straight
lap.
to the top.
Good jump.
Won't hold at the top, but this thing is lightning quick around here. Well, let's see what Monza does. Alright, 2 and 7. That's not too bad. Expecting a little bit more out of Monza, but might have some more in it. We'll see. We'll see. It's going to be a close one at the top.
Okay, hope you brought something to read today. There's an issue in the fuel system. We don't think it's anything terminal, but it is going to take some time to investigate and repair.
6 minutes. That's quite a bit of time lost for Q2. Well, I suppose I will skip that and hit the track immediately. Probably only going to get one run in Q2. Good thing we're looking pretty quick here. Huh. Haven't had that in a while. In theory, we could have bailed on qualifying today. However, they built the game in a way that you don't get to just kind of play your season like a Normula. I just combined normal and Formula. A normal Formula 1 driver or team, because you got these other things at play, like the rivalry standings. And I do want to beat Raikkonen in that, which is why I'm doing the qualifying at all today. Otherwise, I would have sat out. I would have just made a slight attempt at a Q1 run and called it a day, probably. I really messed up turn 1 there. I would hit the braking mark, but I didn't put enough braking pressure into it. I really think this thing's got enough in it to recover from that. Boy, I'm really overdriving the turns because I'm getting in there easily 10 to 20k faster than I was in practice. Between the ICE and the full qualifying fuel mix. Let's see what we're down on Vettel here. .6. We can have a good last sector. We might still be alright. Hamilton to the top. This track is pretty fast and short, so he could potentially get out for another run if we really needed to. That was a good run on a Parabolica. We're in the 3s, I would feel comfortable. We're in a 3-4. I think that'll be fine.
We've fallen to P5. P5 on the grid.
P5. Oh, Monza did beat us. That's nice. I'll have to take a look at it. It's a 1-lap track. You're not going to get 2 laps on these tires. Alright, 6th and 7th for Q2. Not bad considering my messy lap and only getting 1 run in. We'll both head to Q3 and see what we can do. Alright, here we go for Q3. I was distracted because I literally just posted the video for the sprint race this week. I was reading through the comments. Very interesting comments. Some people trying, I guess, to excuse what happened there with the improper finish. I don't know that I've ever seen in Formula 1 any finish go to like photographic evidence, and any finish that at the end of the day, just based off timing, didn't get called right in the modern era. I think that's pretty inexcusable. I studied that replay extensively, way more than is shown in video. I was never in front of Bottas from the exit of the turn all the way down to turn 1. So at no point, no matter where the transponder is, was he ever behind us. I think it's just a flaw with the game. I've heard of this happening a lot in multiplayer, and it's always just kind of been assumed to be a netcode thing. But I think in reality, it's just a flaw with the timing in general. I mean, look, it didn't even register that there was a gap between us, so who knows what the actual gap was. Because there was certainly, I think there was more than 1,000th in it, and it shows out to the 1,000th digit. I'm just kind of betting in a lap here. I knew I was going to do 2 runs, unless this lap was magical. I think this one will be a nice 23 kind of starter lap.
You're into P3. P3 on the grid.
23-1. And now I'm going to go out for a real flyer on the new set.
You're doing a great job. We're much higher up the field than we expected to be.
Wow, thank you. I never get that message. Alright, time for our flyer. And just real quick, the other thing that I read was about kind of questioning if it was tire wear or just pressure that caused me to fault at the end of that race. I would definitely say pressure is a huge part of it, because we had the slower car there and I was simply hanging on to try and stay ahead. And when you combine that with the extra heat you're putting in the tires doing that, and the extra wear, that definitely starts to get to be too much. So that was the effect there. That was a good run. It's probably the best chicane we've had so far. Purple sector shows that. Little slide there, but I did catch it. Down to 5th gear, get down to the curb, and then back to the gas. I had to check the throttle a bit, but not too much. Definitely struggling with the back end through there, but not to the degree that I think it's going to cost us a lap. The hang-up's going to cost us quite a bit. Yeah, that may have actually just cost me the pole. Or, well, the theoretical pole. Drive it real hard into Parabolica, see if it'll stick. It did not really. I actually touched the grass on the inside and it really ruined the lap for me. Just holds P3. We'll see if that's enough to beat Raikkonen or not. It'd be a shame if it wasn't, but what you gonna do?
As we wind down from the excitement of qualifying, here's a look at your top 3.
What the hell, Monza?
Vettel and a Williams. The grid is set then, so that just leaves the race itself. Join us tomorrow, where we'll be live with all the action. And until then, it's goodbye.
It's goodbye. Alright, not bad. I think I left some on the table there, but the main objective was beating Raikkonen, and we did that, so all good. Nearly tied there with the rivalry now. And let's hear our race goals. Probably pretty low.
Emma here. Just wanted to let you know what the team are hoping for in the race.
Not that low at all. P6. Wow. I guess they're looking for quite a drive.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Raikkonen, Max Verstappen, and Perez, Ocon, Grosjean, Massa, and Nico Hülkenberg, Palmer, Sainz, Daniel Kvyat, and Ricciardo, Magnussen, Alonso, Stoffel Van Dorn, and a Williams. Ericsson and Pascal Wehrlein completes the grid.
Hey, we're not last.
Now,
You're lower on the grid than we wanted. See to it that we improve throughout the race.
I like how you're blaming me for this. I think it's your car that put us here. Alright, race strategy. Oh, good, it's gonna stay dry. Super soft. I like it. I do not like the mediums here. I do not like them at all. Let's see, let's put some fuel in here. We're gonna need fuel to power us around this track. And a little bit of rear weight is not a bad thing here either. It helps balance the car. So I'm gonna take a lot of extra fuel. And I think that's it. Let's do this. Alright, so the good news is we start to the inside. So even though we're way back in the field, hopefully we can make up some spots at the start. But only if there's a lane to the inside for us to go, and there's not right now. Oh, signs. Oh, he then locked them up. Alright, so avoid contact here. Hey, 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 I was trying to avoid contact. Oh, they were too wide and ran out of room each other. I got Renault.
Alright, well done off the line. We're in a good position.
They were not willing to give an inch there, were they? He went to the outside, then he chased me down the inside. Keep in mind we got a lot of fuel on board, and the car is not going to be super happy at the start here. There's also a lot of strategies going on. Supers, softs, and mediums all in play off the start here. Should be able to get around these medium cars with ease. I probably didn't even need to use the wrench right there. Even though this is a 50% race, it's going to go by in a hurry because Monza. Very nice, Massa. Very nice. Cheering for you, buddy. I don't think I have enough of a run quite yet, so. I said in my mind I was going to get to the brakes early, but I still managed to launch the fronts. So we get a very good launch here. Is he going to do the same thing? He tried. I got alongside him. Didn't have an option. Alright, we don't want to mess with Monza. This is starting to become important to me that he score points, because that third place in Constructors is a distinct possibility at this point. I lost the nose a bit right there. No DRS yet. Boy, Verstappen's in 9th, and I'm pretty sure we already passed Ricardo. Red Bull not having a good showing here. Really kind of interesting. They seem to be falling through the field in general. We just got a hell of a run out of that turn, though. Oh, Ocon. Alright, well, we didn't mess up Massa. I would love to give him the draft to try and get around
Race officials have enabled DRS.
Perez here,
is now available.
but I don't think he will know to do that. Park it in front of him there so that he gets slowed up. Did Monza just spin us out? Did that just happen? I can't imagine I turned into him, but I may have? I don't know, guys. I really don't know. I mean, you know my visibility is not so great, but boy, I don't know what happened there. I really don't. Huh. Not a major harm. I was able to get the thing spun back around real quick. I may have turned in front of him. That's very possible. I don't know at this juncture. That's why I was really hemming and hawing about being back in the field here. You can make moves at Monza, it's doable, but it's very touch and go. And I feel like I'm pretty prone to make mistakes here, and the AI are very
strategy change available to us. Would you like to keep to the current plan or try the new one? The gap to the car behind is 2.0 seconds.
It won't bring it up. Like, I hit it twice. There it is.
We're approaching the pit window.
Yeah.
You'll be on the softs. Copy that.
I'm sure they saw the spike in tire wear as we did our pirouette there. I think we'll be okay, though, as long as I can run back down Monza here. I'm really going to have to run a very good race if I'm going to get points on the front runners. Right, Van Dorn's just out. I don't think there's even a local. Safety car would really change things up. I feel like that's a distinct possibility today because nobody took penalties before the race. That means everybody's on used parts pretty much. Yeah, I can see why they wanted me to pit a little early. I want to stay out until my scheduled time. Boy, I just can't wait to see what happened here. It's 2 weeks in a row that I'm just like really gung-ho to see the replay. I wish the replay controls weren't garbage.
Our gap to the car in front is 1.7 seconds.
Really struggling with the brakes. I'm really not even getting near 50% pressure before they start locking up on me. And I can't go any further back because it's a little too free on entry. I feel like Monza's closing in on the group ahead of me. He's got a lot of speed too. Guess that's why he was in such a hurry. Possibly. It might have been Perez. I may have just spun out on my own. At this juncture, I don't know. What would really suck is if it was Monza and it was just kind of one of those racing deals and he ended up with a penalty. That would suck. Not the grass. That was not smart. I definitely think we're closing in on the front five. I saw them in the chicane this lap, and I don't remember seeing them before. I think once we go to the softs and just have good tires under the car, this thing's going to take off. And I'm only assuming that the leaders are going to be on the same strategy as us. I think new. It's a little aggressive there, Jeff. Ooh. I hit the sleeping policeman. Sparked up my wing. It's been a pretty good in-lap, which is good. Hoping we can leapfrog Monza. I think he'll be pitting the lap after us. Monza, being the second driver on the team, means that we get that rotation generally. And getting priority is what I'm trying to say.
Go now.
0.963, yeah, the pit stop improvement is definitely very noticeable.
Okay, you only have to stop once now. One stop left.
So we're already behind the cars that are on the one-stop strategy. So that's not too bad. We're going to want to run a real fast outlap here. Get these tires up to temp in a hurry. Should already be there, basically. Not now, then by the time we get out of this turn. Oh yeah, it's very stuck. Trying to undercut the leaders as much as I can. I think this thing's going to be a lot faster than they are. We got very good traffic conditions at the moment. Oh, it's so nice. Max's pitting now.
Felipe has pitted.
I see quite a few pitting here. This may leave me with not a lot of fuel to use at the end of the race, but I think it's important to try and get some positions now. I don't know, it'll be close. We'll have him. And Rosberg, not Rosberg, Botas, why can I never get his name right? Robotas. Why can I never remember that? He came out in traffic, is what I was going for, and that is brilliant news for us.
Has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Couldn't have asked for anything better, really. I don't have to charge nearly as hard. Who's the oddball up front? Seems like there should be one oddball since it was 6th place Massa. What, you can make a pass here? Remember what happened to us last season with Robotus? We don't want a repeat of that. Well, he doesn't have the straightaway speed to do it, I guess. Please don't pit. Oh, okay. He closed me in Parabolica way more than I was anticipating, and it got wicked loose on me. What an ugly race this has been. One of the things I think I need to work on the most is handling differential speed traffic. Handling the cars that are on different tire strategies or just at different points of the race than I am at during the race. Seem to struggle to make the clean passes and the right moves with them. And it's kind of the special situation we're in where we're the hard-charging car with nothing to lose versus the Hamiltons or the Vettels with a clear fast car and everything to lose. You got me here, right? No? Wow. But you're on the Supers.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
I figured it would come to life for me. Just about outbrake myself into there. Forgot I was on DRS and how much faster it was going. I don't know what the rest of the field looks like. It's going to be one of those races where we don't really know where we stand until close to the end. Since there's so many differing strategies in the field. A bit of easy breathing room here, which is nice. I need to stay off that inside curve. It's going to mess me up more than it's helping me. Boy, I think Botas are... Wow, that was one of the biggest hang-ups ever. I think Robotas is having a car issue or something. He's very slow. Very, very slow. I don't know if we're going to come out from this pit sequence in third or fourth. I think we might be fourth. I think, because I know I see the Ferraris ahead of us. So we're gonna have to hope that happens again, where we draw an undercut on the pit stop. Palmer's about to give us some nice DRS. It's not really in my way yet either. I think he gave me a bit of a narrow watch there, but nothing too terrible. We're very far back. So yeah, I didn't get to make the move. Held this too much, and now I'm going to get a nice draft here too. I think part of my problem earlier when I lost the car was I went down to fourth right there. Didn't help. I think I just saw Vettel on mediums. Who's that? This is Ocon.
Ricardo's taken the lead.
Remember what I said about Red Bull? Apparently they're doing some different strategies. Yeah, Vettel's in front of us on mediums. He may be done pitting. That's... I find it to be unlikely, but he might be. I just don't know that we're going to know where we are in this field until the end of the race, which is still quite a ways away. Tires. I wanted that scene on the screen. Okay. So it's still like 4 laps away from the pit window opening. Probably like 6 laps away from pitting. Would be a 17. Oh, it'll only be a 7 lap plan. I shouldn't try to do math. I'll just drive the car, Cone, and pit when they say to pit. Rakkonen's now in 4th. So they're fighting each other.
The distance to the leader is 9.8 seconds.
Wow. I don't know if that's real or pit strategy time. I don't seem that far from the Ferraris. Ocon's running pretty sporty here behind us on newer tires. We do have fuel to use.
Okay, gap ahead is 5.2 seconds.
It's even 5 seconds to them. It's more than I thought. Surprised. I thought our car was going to be more of a clear favorite here than it's been proving to be. It really surprised me at Spa. I didn't expect it to be that fast at Spa. Mistakes like that aren't going to help. I don't know that I'm driving my best either. I don't know that...
Hamilton's just made a move for first.
I know that this is maybe my best track, even though I do tend to like it. Making a lot of little silly mistakes like that.
The pit window. You'll be on the softs.
Our group together up ahead of us. Ricardo solidly in 4th right now. I don't know what his strategy is, but it might be working for him. If he's not pitting again the rest of this race. It'd be great if he would fight those Ferraris for us. Slow them up. I wouldn't care at all about losing points to him. In the grand scheme of things. That 5 to 10 seconds we lost in the scuffle. Probably going to be a key turning point in this race. It's seeming to me more like Danny Rick has not pit yet. He is being left by the Ferraris. Maybe he's trying to stretch those softs at the moment. No pit stop there. Ocon's staying right with me. Should probably start to use some rich mix on the straightaways. Burn off some of this weight. Weighing me down needlessly. Yeah, Daniel's definitely off the pace compared to the rest of us up here. Must be on a different strategy. It's purple. Sector 1 there. As we burn off the fuel load. Struggling with the rear end right there. I gotta make sure I don't get crossed up in this fuel stuff though. How many more times am I going to need to tell myself to stop using those curves so much? I know it looks like it's gaining me time, but I think it's actually costing me time on exit significantly. Because the car's not as settled. And that proves it, because that should have been a purple lap. And it wasn't. Lost time in the last sector. Lost time right there. Oh, when did I get the lean? I must have clicked one too many times. Whoops. That might be why. Sector 3 was bad. I do think my shifting might be part of the reason I experience more ICE wear than my computer teammates. I think I shift too aggressively and turn too many revs.
Okay, we're ready for you. Box this lap.
Alright, so should be a clear pit road unless Ricardo pits here, and I don't think he will. But I don't really know what he's doing. He is, okay. Walk him up into pit road. We're very close to him, so if we have a good stop, this should be no contest.
Exit now.
False. It was a good stop, but it wasn't good enough, I guess.
Pit strategy complete. See these tires through to the end now.
Come on, out ahead of Perez. Come on, come on. Hate the way they dump you out. Alright, Cardo went to supers here. So he's gonna have a little bit of an advantage now, but I think our overall pace will overcome that and will be better to the end of the race. So I think it's important for me in the end result that I get around Ricardo
You're in the
soon.
top 10 now. Keep it up.
Need that to not happen though. Am I within DRS here? Yes. This is not going to be a pass, so let's save fuel. I gotta be careful because this car might not actually be fast enough to beat him on a softer tire, and I can easily overdrive it. What is nice is if he's faster on these tires, but I'm able to keep up with him, he might tow me around the track faster without me needing to use fuel.
Okay, gap to leader, 28.8 seconds.
Oh man, look at the speed difference. Alright, play cool though. Try to help each other. So I should have backed off earlier and let him have the entry. What I should have done. I think everybody else is going to pit later for Supers also. I might be the only one on this pit strategy. I don't know how that's going to work out. I really think, at this point, Ricardo might be P2 if he uses these tires to the end of the race. It's a pretty cool pit strategy he's on. Everybody's setting their fast laps.
Just posted the fastest lap of the race so far.
Well, we're going to have to pass him here. You don't often hear somebody disappointed that they have to pass somebody, but I don't know how it's going to work out for us. Fastest lap for us. Which is good. That means we're closing in on the Ferraris. Which is our ultimate goal. I want to use as much fuel and as much good out of the car right now just to try and leapfrog them, if possible. Drive very clean through here. No mistakes. Nice. A little bit of understeer there. Something I've really struggled with at this track. Bottas is in front of us right now, but I don't think that's true. I don't know if he's pit yet. He might be the only other one on this strategy. I like races like this. I like it when there's a ton of different tire strategies at play. It's fun.
Gap to car in front is
There he goes.
0 seconds.
And we just have Ocon ahead of us who hasn't pit yet. End of the cycle, we should be third, I think. I think. No, it's all very confusing. Easy on the sausages. They're very spicy sausages. Still struggling with that turn. I'm sure that turn has a very famous name that I'm forgetting. But I am driving a fake Formula 1 car here. Give me a break. No pitters yet. Nope. I hope Ocon's not done pitting. Ferraris aren't done pitting. My estimation is they're going to go in for supers at the end. Oh, Denny Rick in Arto. How about that?
Ricardo is the fastest man on the track at the moment.
Arto is actually proving quite effective for him. I got no problems with that. As long as we're still setting faster times than those ahead of us. I got no problems with that. And as long as he's not putting pressure on us, which he's not. Gotta imagine his tires are gonna go before the end also. That was better. That was probably the best I've done that turn this race. So much fuel management.
The gap to the car ahead is 11.4 seconds.
That's certainly less than a pit stop's worth. Just depends on if he's pitting or not. Yeah, it's not looking like he is. We may just be a 5th place car here if they're not going to pit again. Focused here. Keep turning fast laps and clean laps. Ocon got held up by a lap car a little bit there. Good. Certainly would like to just catch him and pass him. If his tires are that much older than ours, it's possible. Yeah, Ricardo's starting to fall back now. So I think even our tires are starting to show signs of wear. His must be really not that great. Let's see, what's the gap? 8 seconds. So yeah, we are closing literally seconds a lap on him, I think.
Hamilton's in first place.
That is good that Hamilton's in first. Means we won't lose too terribly much championship-wise. We're going to lose the lead, but not by huge amounts. All things considered, ain't too bad. Nice slide. I am pushing this car very hard. Okay, Sauber. I would love to catch you after this
Our
chicane.
gap to the car in front is 7.1 seconds.
That'd be lovely.
Caution, caution.
Who dat? Where'd he at? Alright, Fiat. Broke, but he's still moving. So no worries there.
Okay, clear. Our gap to first place is 22.5 seconds. So the gap to our
6 seconds.
teammate is 22.2 seconds.
Oh, I can see him now. If I can see him, I can get him.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
I got so much rich mix I can use at the end, too. I am going to try. I don't want to try too hard and end up in the gravel. Might be one of those championship-defining races, though. I don't think I have to go too crazy here. We are closing at a massive rate.
The gap behind us is 4.0 seconds.
I even lost the back end on me there. I'm getting the rear is too hot. Still the fastest lap. We have the best tires at the end of this race out of the entire field. I just don't have the right track position to use them. Who that is in front of Ocon, if that's more lap traffic or not. I think it is, judging by the closing rate. I would love for that to be one of the Ferraris. Just don't think it is. They were pretty close to each other, and I see two dots up there close to each other. Coming to 2 to go here. We'll see. If we're within 4 seconds, I would feel comfortable with it. If we're within 3, I would feel confident. Oh, easy. He does have another lap car here, but he's going to catch him in a good place. He might even get DRS. This engine up to the end of the race. 3.6. Pretty confident then. It's all going to depend on how I get around the lap car. Not catching him in a great place. That is for sure.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
Not how I expected this race to pan out, that's for sure. Oh, can I get DRS off of him, though? Might be rather important for us. I think I did, but I didn't get a very good run to the straightaway. Oh, I didn't? Wow. Come on, get out of the way. Come on, come on. Prick. You prick!
You've knocked the front wing. The damage only looks minor, but you'll need to take it easy to avoid making the problem worse.
Getting out of the way does not mean stopping in the middle of the turn. Let's just turn it down now and just try to hold 5th. Prick.
This is your final lap of the race.
Damn. Damn. I drove my ass off to get there. Could have very easily
just put in a new fastest lap.
very easily just backed off on the straightaway and let me go. Instead, he backed off on the straightaway and then parked it in the middle of the track.
We're at +1 lap of extra fuel. Fuel target +1.
Bit angry about that one. Rick. Glad I didn't have a front wing. Good news is he's still parking it in front of Ricardo. So I guess he did us a favor there. Hamilton wins. Hopefully Vettel 3rd. If we lose teammate challenge to Raikkonen again, that's not good for us. We did turn a faster lap, so that I think will help us in that battle. But overall, a real tough Italian Grand Prix.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. And here are our podium drivers today after that excellent race. They've excelled here, as they so often do. And now let's take a look at the drivers' standings. Kimi Raikkonen takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent
2
result.
points.
Moving on to the driver of the day
2
then.
points.
Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I think I'm going to award it to the Williams driver. They pushed and pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
And here's how things are
close with
shaping
Red Bull.
up in the Constructors' Championship. Ferrari extend their lead at
Okay.
the top of the championship. That's
We-
it for today's Grand Prix, and from Anthony, it's
We certainly salvaged the day, I guess. I'm a little upset what happened at the end there, but 4th or 5th. The only thing 4th would have got us was keeping the points lead. But even then, it would have been really difficult, I think, to get around them. So I was real angry at the time, but now I'm not so sure. I still need to see if it was my fault that we spun. The spin is what cost us the podium today. It definitely just was a case of running out of room there. I mean, at the end of the day, we did come from 18th to 5th. Not a bad day. Not a bad day. I think this is where it gets dicey. Got some good camera angles, please. Ooh, took a swipe at us there, I didn't see. Monza brakes real deep. And I guess I just came into his... Oh, gross. I guess I just came across his nose. He barreled it real deep. Real deep. And I had no way of seeing him at that point. No way of seeing him. Just very unfortunate, really. Alright, is it slow-mo? Yeah. Is there any better camera angles? Really thought I had the turn, I guess. I will take the blame, but it did not need to happen. Like, that's not the correct approach angle to the turn. He's on the sausage curve. He was on the brakes way too late. That would have just destroyed my left rear tire. Like, that would have been the end of my race. Oh well. Oh man. What a week it's been in our F1 2017 season. Hope you're still enjoying. Season's winding down. We'll go to Singapore next for our sprint race. And hopefully we can get things maybe going a little bit more on the smooth track. That would be nice.